We are officially in the Premier League season because we are less than a week until the new season begins. But still, the transfer window is well and truly underway, and we still have a couple weeks before the transfer window draws its curtains to a close. Victor, let's take a look at some of the best trending news over the past couple of days. Now that Rodri has officially joined Barcelona, everything has been announced. Do you think Manchester City should still go all out for yet another midfielder?
In short, I think yes, they do need another midfielder there. They are still very much linked with Ayub Boadi, Enzo Fernandez. Obviously, Boadi is closer in profile to Rodri, especially since Fernandez played more like a number 10 for the last third of last season or so. But it's always dangerous to bring in a young player off the back of a good World Cup. I mean, sure, he has had some good performances with Lille last season, and now they're asking for 84 million for him, and he's not even 19 years old yet. It's a joke, honestly. I think City need to go get someone more experienced, perhaps someone like Caicedo, Zubimendi, or even Adam Wharton.
Interesting take. And then Max, poetic that you're wearing this jersey because amid interest from Galatasaray, Manchester United insists that Bruno Fernandes is not for sale at any price. Although some section of fans say, "Oh, if a good offer comes in, United should cash in on him, considering his age and all of that." What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, he has only 1 year on his contract, and if something ridiculous like 100 mil is offered, yeah, maybe you can mind that, but I do feel like it's not going to happen, obviously. As I mentioned, only 1 year on his contract, and I do feel like if he's leaving, then Man United can end up being like in 8th place or something like that, and I feel like even if they offer like 60 or 70, it still feels like having him in a team, you're going to earn pretty much the same money this upcoming season. So even if he's unwilling to re-sign the contract, well, what I'm not really expecting. I do feel like he's gonna extend the contract at least for 2 years more. But even if he's not, just keep him in the squad, finish in top 3 or top 4, make UCL, win some games, and you're gonna pretty much earn the same amount of money. So I do feel like he better stay, and if he's staying, and I hope at least he's re-signing with Man United.
Fair point. And then back to you, Victor. According to reports, Liverpool have reached an agreement with PSG winger Mbaye, and now Liverpool are now looking to bring the PSG pair Bakula and Mbaye on a double transfer this summer. Do you think this would count as a good move?
On face value, yes, but it all depends on the price. I mean, no one's questioning the quality, especially when it comes to Barcola. But if PSG are unreasonable and they're asking for 145 million pounds for him alone, and if they don't budge from that, Liverpool need to walk away. There are moments when you need to go balls to the wall for a transfer for a certain player, but paying this sort of money for Barcola to me is unjustifiable. PSG are simply taking advantage of Liverpool's holes on the wings. If Barcola costs more than 110 million pounds, Liverpool need to look at alternatives. To me, it's as simple as that.
Interesting. Anyways, back to you again, Mark. Just a season after Brighton reportedly turned down 100 million pounds for Baleba, reports say they could now consider around 60 to 65 million pounds for the midfielder. And now Newcastle have also joined the race for the 22-year-old. But the question is, which of these two clubs between Newcastle and United do you think will benefit more from him?
I mean, technically both clubs need him, but when you look at the Newcastle outgoings, it's like Tonali, Bruno Giao, there's pretty much nobody left in the midfield. So if you're talking specifically of who need him more obviously Newcastle. But yeah, I do feel like Baleba could be a nice replacement for the Casemiro, but I mean, if Newcastle are not getting even Baleba, I do feel like they end up in a relegation zone because at the moment their midfield look horrific. So yeah, I mean, both clubs technically need him, but probably United are not going for him again because last season he wasn't that great, obviously. But yeah, out of these two, obviously Newcastle.
Fair enough. And then on the final note, Victor, Manchester City have renewed their interest in Chelsea defender Malo Gusto after making a fresh inquiry for the player. Chelsea value the defender above 70 million pounds, although City are not willing to go close to that amount. But the question is, why are City even going for Gusto in the first place?
I think they're just trying to shut people up about right back being their weak link. But honestly, I'll tell you this for free, Malo Gusto is certainly not the answer to that problem. And little rant alert here, because I'm really pissed off about this. I just never got the hype about him. He's not a good player. And Chelsea are absolutely off their tits asking for at least 70 million for him. What the hell? If Gusto's worth 70 million, how much should other Prem right backs be worth? How much should Timber be worth? Or Pedro Porro or Tino Livramento? Honestly, City should look elsewhere. Even if Chelsea would ask for 40 million for him, I don't think he's an upgrade on Mateus Nunes. Of course, Nunes, at his core, he's a midfielder. And if he weren't playing right back at City, he would be sold in a heartbeat. But City need to go for other targets. There are better right backs out there for less money. There's Ryerson at Dortmund. There's Daniel Munoz from Palace. There's Kunde. Barcelona would need the money. Go get one of them. Leave Gusto alone.
Yeah, that's pretty insightful. I actually agree with you. I don't think it's worth that amount. But anyways, who knows? Maybe Maresca is just eager to reunite with his former player. But anyways, that's all we have for this video. Lots and lots of transfers will happen, especially with the Premier League kicking off in just a couple days from now. Obviously, clubs will still look to strengthen, and we can expect more and more deals to happen very fast. And we'll be here to bring you right on top of everything as they happen.